I'm sitting in my car in the hospital parking garage at 2 in the morning, staring at my phone, watching my entire life unload in text messages. My wife Sarah just forwarded me screenshots, dozens of them. Messages I sent to Alex over the past 6 months. Messages I thought I'd deleted. Messages that make it very clear what's been happening. The worst part? The part that's making it hard to breathe? Is the last text she sent me. 22 years. 2 kids. And you threw it all away for a boy young enough to be your son. Let me tell you how a 47-year-old cardiothoracic surgeon, married for 22 years with 2 teenagers, fell in love with a 32-year-old male nurse. And how getting caught via text messages destroyed everything in one night. My name is Dr. David Mitchell. I'm 47 years old. I'm a cardiothoracic surgeon at Seattle Presbyterian Hospital. I've been married to Sarah Mitchell for 22 years. We have 2 kids, James, 18, starting college in the fall, and Lily, 15. I make $400,000 a year. I live in a 6-bedroom house in Magnolia with a view of the Sound. I drive a BMW. I'm chief of surgery. I'm respected. I'm successful. I'm also gay, and I've known it my entire life. I grew up in Portland, Oregon. My father, Dr. Robert Mitchell, was a renowned general surgeon. My mother, Linda, gave up nursing to raise 3 boys. I was the oldest, born in 1976. The script was clear. Straight A's, medical school, surgery, exceed his accomplishments. I knew I was different at 12, 7th grade. I'd watch boys in the locker room and feel something I knew I wasn't supposed to feel. I had crushes on male teachers, on my best friend Tyler's older brother Ryan. I buried it so deep I almost convinced myself it wasn't real. High school was torture. I dated Melissa Jenkins because that's what you did. Kissed her after homecoming. Felt nothing but panic. Broke up 2 weeks later. Said I needed to focus on medical school. University of Washington. Pre-med. Studied constantly. Never partied. Never dated. But my roommate Chris? I'd watch him get ready for dates and feel my chest tighten with want I couldn't acknowledge. I graduated summa cum laude, got into UW Medical School. My father gave me his stethoscope. You're going to be a great surgeon, son. I met Sarah in 2nd year. She was in nursing school. 23, blonde, sweet. She was safe. Proof I was normal. We dated a year. I proposed in the medical library where we'd met. My father was thrilled. Smart girl, nurse. She'll understand the hours. Good choice. We married 2 days after I graduated. June 1999. I was 25. 200 guests. My father's toast about legacy. Our wedding night, I couldn't perform. Blamed stress. Sarah was patient. We have our whole lives. It got easier. Not good, but easier. I'd focus on her. Eventually, I could finish. She seemed happy enough. Or maybe we were both pretending. I threw myself into residency at Seattle Presbyterian, cardiothoracic surgery, 80, 90 hours a week, learning to hold beating hearts. I barely came home. Sarah understood. We were both building careers. James was born when I was 29. I missed the birth. 12-hour surgery. Came home to find Sarah holding our son. I felt guilty. Distant, but relieved. Now there was a reason to be too tired for sex. Lily came 4 years later. We bought the house in Magnolia, 6 bedrooms, view of Puget Sound. Sarah stopped working. We had the perfect life on paper. I became chief of surgery at 42, youngest in the hospital's history. $400,000 a year. My father was proud. I'd exceeded his expectations. I worked constantly. 12, 14-hour days, weekends, holidays, because being at the hospital meant I didn't have to be home, didn't have to pretend. Sex became once a month, then every other month, then only anniversaries. We stopped talking about it. I never let myself look at men, never went to Capitol Hill, never Googled anything. I was married, a father, chief of surgery. That's all I was allowed to be. Then Alex Reyes started working in our cardiac unit. January 9th, 2023. The nursing supervisor introduced him. Dr. Mitchell, this is Alex Reyes from UCSF. I shook his hand. Professional. Welcome. He was 32. Tall, dark hair, Latino, easy smile, competent immediately. I noticed him because he was good at his job. That's what I told myself. We worked together for months. Professional, appropriate. But I started looking for him during rounds. Started staying late when he worked nights. Then one night in June, a patient coded. We worked together for 2 hours. Saved his life. After, we grabbed coffee in the empty cafeteria at 2 a.m. We talked about the case. Then about why we chose this profession. About our lives. My boyfriend and I broke up last year, he said casually. That's why I moved here. He said boyfriend like it was nothing, like being gay was just fine. I nodded. Changed the subject, but something shifted. Because he'd been honest. And I couldn't. And I wanted to. We started having coffee together after difficult cases, then after regular cases, then just because. 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a week. Always at the hospital cafeteria. Always professional. We talked about work, about patients, about cases. He'd mentioned going on dates with guys he met on apps. I'd mentioned my wife, my kids, their activities. We were just colleagues, just friends who happened to work well together. But I started thinking about him when I wasn't at work, started looking forward to seeing him more than anything else in my life, started feeling something I'd never let myself feel before. Started feeling alive for the first time in 47 years. In September, he texted me about a patient, work stuff, labs, vitals. I responded with orders, professional, appropriate. We started texting about cases, about schedules, about stupid hospital politics, about the new attending who nobody liked, about the cafeteria changing the menu, still professional, still appropriate, still safe. Then one night in October 3rd, I was at home. Sarah and the kids were asleep. I was in my study pretending to read medical journals. He texted at 11 p.m. Long day. Glad you were on service today. You make the hard days better. I stared at that text for 10 minutes. Literally 10 minutes. Because that wasn't about work. That was about me, about us, about something more. Finally, I replied, You too. You're the best nurse I've worked with in 20 years. That's because you bring out the best in me. You make me want to be better at everything. My heart was racing. This wasn't about work anymore, and we both knew it, and neither of us was stopping it. The texts got more personal, more frequent. Good morning texts at 6 a.m. Hope you slept well. Good night texts at 11 p.m. Thanks for today. See you tomorrow. Checking in during the day. How's your case going? Thinking about you. Nothing overtly romantic. Nothing explicitly sexual. But something more than friendship. Something we both knew was crossing a line, but neither of us could stop. Neither of us wanted to stop. I look forward to seeing you at work more than I look forward to anything else in my life. Me too. Is that terrible? Probably. But it's true. In November 15th, there was a cardiac surgery conference downtown at the Hyatt. I was presenting on a new technique. Alex came to watch. Sarah thought I was staying late at the hospital for an emergency. Easy lie. I told it 1,000 times. After the conference, Alex and I had dinner, just dinner, at a restaurant, Il Terrazzo Carmine, Italian place in Pioneer Square, public, professional. Just 2 colleagues having dinner after a conference, but we sat in that booth for 3 hours. 3 full hours. Talking. Really talking. Not about work. About our lives, our childhoods, our families, our dreams, our fears. Things I'd never told anyone. Things I'd never let myself think about. Things I didn't know I needed to say until I was saying them to him. I've never been happy, I told him over tiramisu and coffee. Not once. Not in my entire life. I've been successful. I've been accomplished. But happy? No. Why not? Because I've never been myself. I've been performing for 47 years. Being who my father wanted, who Sarah needed, who the hospital expected. And I don't even know who I actually am underneath all that. I think you do know. You're just scared to admit it. At the end of the night, walking to our cars in the parking garage, he stopped, turned to face me, looked at me with those dark eyes. David, I need to tell you something. And I know this is completely inappropriate. I know you're my boss and you're married and this is crossing every line. But I can't keep pretending I don't feel this. My heart stopped. Alex, I have feelings for you, real feelings, and I think you feel the same way. And I don't know what to do about it because the situation is impossible. But I can't keep pretending anymore. I should have shut it down right there. Should have reminded him I was married. Should have established boundaries. Should have been the adult, the boss, the married man. Instead, I said, I feel it too. God help me. I feel it too. And I don't know what to do either. We stood there in the parking garage for another hour, just talking, standing 3 feet apart, not touching, just talking about what this meant, about how impossible it was, about how neither of us had planned this, about how neither of us knew what to do now. Are you gay, David? And for the first time in my 47 years, I said it out loud to another person. Yes, I am. I always have been. Since I was 12 years old. Does your wife know? No, nobody knows. I've never told anyone. I've never acted on it. Never been with a man. Never let myself even think about it until now. Until you. David, you can't keep living like this. It's killing you. I can see it dying you a little more every day. I have kids. A 17-year-old about to go to college. A 15-year-old in high school. I have a career, a reputation. I can't just blow it all up. I'm not asking you to. I'm just asking you to be honest with yourself first. And what about us? What is this? I don't know, but I know I can't stop feeling it. We didn't kiss that night. Didn't touch beyond a brief hug goodbye that lasted 5 seconds too long. But something changed, something irrevocable. The texts got more frequent after that, more intimate, not sexual, but emotional. Raw, honest in ways I'd never been with anyone. I wish I could hold you right now. Me too, more than you know. This is killing me. Being near you at work and not being able to touch you. I know, I feel the same way. December, we met for coffee again. Starbucks in Fremont, somewhere safe. We sat for 2 hours. Looked at each other like we wanted to do more but couldn't. I've never felt this before, I told him. In my entire life. I've never felt what I feel when I'm with you. I do. It's love, David. This is what love feels like. Real love. I've been married 22 years. I have 2 kids. How can I have never felt this? Because you've never let yourself. The texts got more direct after that. Still nothing explicitly sexual, but clearly romantic. Clearly emotional infidelity even if we'd never touched. I wish you were here, just to sit with you. Me too. I miss you even when I just saw you. How is this going to work long term? I don't know. I need time to figure out how to tell her. I'll wait. But David, you have to tell her eventually. She deserves to know. I thought I was being careful. I thought I was deleting the texts. I thought Sarah never looked at my phone. I was wrong about all of it. Last night, January 7th, 2024, I came home late. After 11 p.m., another emergency surgery that was actually coffee with Alex at a diner in Capitol Hill. I walked into the kitchen. Sarah was sitting at the table in the dark, her phone on the table. She looked at me with an expression I'd never seen before. Betrayal. Complete devastation. Who's Alex? She asked. Voice flat. Dead. My heart stopped. What? Alex Reyes. The nurse you work with. Who is he to you? And I want the truth, David. For once in 22 years, I want the actual truth. He's a colleague, a nurse on my cardiac surgical service. Is that all? Sarah, what is this about? Why are you asking? She threw her phone across the table at me. It slid and stopped right in front of me. I saw your texts, the cloud backup. Everything you deleted has been backing up to our shared iCloud account for months. I've read every single one, David. Every single one. The blood drained from my face. My hands started shaking. I wish I could hold you right now. I miss you even when I just saw you. You make me feel alive for the first time in my life. This is what love feels like. Those are your words, David. To a man. To a 32-year-old male nurse. Sarah! Don't! Don't say anything yet. I need to ask you something, and I need you to tell me the truth. For once. Please. Her voice broke. Are you having an affair with him? We haven't been physical. We've never even kissed. That's not what I asked. I asked if you're having an affair. Because emotional affairs are still affairs, David. You're in love with him. I can see it in every text. You're in love with another man. I couldn't speak, couldn't lie anymore. How long? She asked. Since June. That's when we started getting close. 8 months. You've been emotionally cheating on me for 8 months. With a man. Yes. She made a sound like I'd punched her. Oh my God, this is real. Sarah, I'm sorry. I never meant for this to happen. I never meant to hurt you. But you did. You are! You've been lying to me. For 8 months you've been telling me you're working late when you're really meeting him. Not every time. Most of the time I actually was working. But yes, sometimes. I'm sorry. Stop saying you're sorry. Sorry doesn't fix this. She was crying now, hard. Are you gay, David? Is that what this is? Have you been gay our entire marriage? This was it. The moment I'd been terrified of for 47 years. The moment where I had to stop lying. Yes. She made that sound again, like she was dying. Our entire marriage? Yes. You married me knowing you were gay? I thought I could make it work. I thought if I just tried hard enough, if I did everything right, if I was a good enough husband and father, it wouldn't matter. I thought I could bury it. I thought I could be normal. So our entire life has been a lie? 22 years? 2 children? All of it? Every time we had sex, every time you said you loved me, every anniversary, every Christmas, every single moment of our life together has been you pretending? No. I do love you. I did. I do. Just not the way I deserve to be loved, not the way a husband should love a wife, not romantically, not sexually. You've been pretending for 22 years. Yes. Do you love him? This Alex? This boy? I couldn't answer. But my silence was answer enough. Oh my God, you do. You love him. Sarah, I'm sorry. I never wanted to hurt you. I never wanted any of this to happen. But it did happen. You let it happen. You chose to text him. You chose to meet him for coffee. You chose to have an emotional affair. You chose all of this. I know, you're right. I'm sorry. Stop apologizing. I don't want your apologies. I want my husband back. Except I never had him, did I? I never had you. Not really. Not the real you. You had the best version of me I could give you. That's not enough. That was never enough. I deserved a husband who actually wanted me, who actually desired me, who wasn't gay. I know. You did. You do. Get out. Sarah, please, let's talk about... No, there's nothing to talk about. You've been lying to me for our entire marriage. You've made me waste 22 years of my life. You made me have children with you knowing you were gay. Knowing you'd never really love me. Get out of this house right now. Where am I supposed to go? I don't care. Go to him. Go to Alex. Go to your boyfriend. Just get out before I wake up James and Lily and tell them what their father really is. Don't. Please don't tell them like this. Let me tell them. They deserve to hear it from me. You don't deserve anything. Get out. I packed a bag, hands shaking, drove to the hospital, and that's where I am now, 2 a.m., sitting in my car, watching my life unravel. My heart stopped. Actually stopped. What? Alex Reyes, the nurse you work with. Who was he to you? And I want the truth, David. For once in 22 years, I want the actual truth. He's a colleague, a nurse on my cardiac surgical service. Is that all? Sarah, what is this about? Why are you asking me this at 11 p.m.? She threw her phone across the table at me. It slid and stopped right in front of me. I saw your texts. The cloud backup. Everything you deleted has been backing up to our shared iCloud account for months. I've read every single one, David. Every single one. The blood drained from my face. My hands started shaking. I wish I could hold you right now. I miss you even when I just saw you. You make me feel alive for the first time in my life. This is what love feels like. Those are your words, David. To a man. To a 32-year-old male nurse. Sarah, don't say anything yet. I need to ask you something, and I need you to tell me the truth. For once. Please. Her voice broke. Are you having an affair with him? We haven't been physical. We've never even kissed. That's not what I asked. I asked if you're having an affair, because emotional affairs are still affairs, David. You're in love with him. I can see it in every text. You're in love with another man. I couldn't speak. Couldn't lie anymore. Couldn't say anything. How long? She asked. Since June. That's when we started getting close. 8 months. You've been emotionally cheating on me for 8 months, with a man. Yes. She made a sound like I'd punched her in the stomach. Oh my God, this is real. Sarah, I'm sorry. I never meant for this to happen. I never meant to hurt you. But you did. You are. You've been lying to me. For 8 months you've been telling me you're working late when you're really meeting him. Not every time. Most of the time I actually was working. But yes. Sometimes. I'm sorry. Stop saying you're sorry. Sorry doesn't fix this. She was crying now, hard. Are you gay, David? Is that what this is? Have you been gay our entire marriage? This was it. The moment I'd been terrified of for 47 years. The moment where I had to stop lying, stop performing, stop hiding. Yes. She made that sound again, like she was dying. Our entire marriage? Yes. You married me knowing you were gay? I thought I could make it work. I thought if I just tried hard enough, if I did everything right, if I was a good enough husband and father, it wouldn't matter. I thought I could bury it. I thought I could be normal. So our entire life has been a lie? 22 years? 2 children? All of it? Every time we had sex, every time you said you loved me, every anniversary, every Christmas, every single moment of our life together has been you pretending? No. I do love you. I did. I do. Just not the way I deserve to be loved, not the way a husband should love a wife, not romantically, not sexually. You've been pretending for 22 years. Yes. Do you love him? This Alex? This boy? I couldn't answer. But my silence was answer enough. She saw it on my face. Oh my God, you do. You love him. Sarah, I'm sorry. I never wanted to hurt you. I never wanted any of this to happen. But it did happen. You let it happen. You chose to text him. You chose to meet him for coffee. You chose to have an emotional affair. You chose all of this. I know, you're right. I'm sorry. Stop apologizing. I don't want your apologies. I want my husband back. Except I never had him, did I? I never had you. Not really. Not the real you. You had the best version of me I could give you. That's not enough. That was never enough. I deserved a husband who actually wanted me, who actually desired me, who wasn't gay. I know, you did. You do. Get out. Sarah, please, let's talk about... No, there's nothing to talk about. You've been lying to me for our entire marriage. You've made me waste 22 years of my life. You made me have children with you knowing you were gay. Knowing you'd never really love me. That's unforgivable, David. That's not something we talk through. Get out of this house right now. Where am I supposed to go? I don't care. Go to him. Go to Alex. Go to your boyfriend. Just get out before I wake up James and Lily and tell them what their father really is. Don't. Please don't tell them like this. Let me tell them. They deserve to hear it from me. You don't deserve anything. You lost the right to deserve things when you lied to me for 22 years. Get out. I packed a bag, hands shaking so badly I could barely zip it, drove to the hospital, parked in the parking garage, and that's where I am now. 2 in the morning. Sitting in my car, watching my entire life unravel via text message. If you're listening to this and some part of my story is touching your heart, I left something in the pinned comment that might help you. Resources, support. You're not alone. I texted Alex from the parking garage. She knows. Found all the texts in the cloud backup. I told her I'm gay. I told her everything. It's over. He called immediately. I answered on the first ring. Where are you? Hospital parking garage, level 3, just sitting here. Stay there. Don't move. I'm coming. Give me 20 minutes. You don't have to. I'm already in my car. Stay there. 20 minutes later, I saw him walking through the parking garage. Dark jeans, hoodie, hair messy like he'd just woken up. He appeared at my car window. I got out. And he held me. Right there in the parking garage. Held me while I broke down. While I sobbed. While I shook. Just held me. Didn't try to fix it. Didn't say it would be okay. Just stood there with me in the parking garage at 3 in the morning while my life fell apart. What am I gonna do? I asked when I could finally speak. First, you're going to find a place to stay tonight. Then tomorrow, you're going to call a lawyer. Then you're going to tell your kids the truth before Sarah does. And then you're going to start living your actual life. Finally, after 47 years. I've destroyed everything. My marriage, my family, my kids, my career, everything. No, David, listen to me. You didn't destroy anything. You were already living in ruins. You've been living in a burning building for 47 years, telling yourself it was fine. You just finally admitted the building was on fire. This isn't destruction. This is escape. My kids are going to hate me. Maybe for a while, but they'll understand eventually. They're smart. They love you. They'll get there. What if they don't? Then you grieve that. But you don't go back into the burning building because you're afraid of the cold. Sarah filed for divorce 2 days later. Thursday morning, I got served at the hospital, in my office, by a process server who showed up between surgeries. Papers asking for full custody of James and Lily. The house, alimony, my retirement accounts, my investments, everything. I don't blame her. She deserves to be angry. She deserves to burn it all down. I lied to her for 22 years. I made her waste half her life on a marriage that was never real. Telling James and Lily was the hardest thing I've ever done. Worse than any surgery. Worse than my father's disappointment. Worse than losing my career. I asked Sarah to let me tell them. She agreed, barely. I took them out to breakfast Saturday morning. James home from his first semester at University of Washington. Lily confused about why Dad was suddenly living at the Marriott downtown. We sat in a booth at Portage Bay Cafe. I looked at my kids. James, 18, looking so much like me at that age. Lily, 15, with Sarah's blonde hair and my stubborn chin. And I told them, I need to tell you both something. And it's going to be difficult to hear, but I need you to hear it from me. Your mom and I are getting divorced. We figured, James said. You're not living at home. There's more. The reason we're getting divorced is because I'm gay. I always have been. And I should never have married your mom. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Lily started crying immediately. James just stared at me. You're gay, James said flatly. You've been gay our entire lives? Yes. So our entire family has been a lie? No. I love you. Both of you. More than anything. That's not a lie. But yes, I lied about who I was. And I'm sorry. Why didn't you just tell the truth? Before you got married? Before you had kids? Because I was scared. Because I thought I could make it work. Because I didn't want to disappoint my father. because I thought being gay meant I couldn't have a family. I was wrong about all of it. Lily looked at me with tears running down her face. Mom said you're in love with someone, a man from your work. Yes, his name is Alex. He's a nurse. We work together. Did you cheat on Mom with him? Not physically. We never touched. But emotionally, yes. I fell in love with him. And I should have told your mom the truth before it got to that point. But I didn't. And that was wrong. James stood up. I need some air. He walked out, left me sitting there with Lily. Are you going to be with him? She asked quietly. Alex? I don't know. Maybe. If he'll still have me after all this. I need time, Dad. I need to process this. It's a lot. I understand. Take all the time you need. The hospital gossip spread like wildfire. Chief of surgery having an emotional affair with a male nurse. Inappropriate workplace relationship. Abuse of power. Ethics concerns. Within a week, the board suggested I take a leave of absence. Indefinite. Possibly permanent. 20 years of building my career. Gone in a week. My father called. What the hell have you done, David? I told the truth, Dad. Finally. You destroyed your marriage, your career. You've embarrassed this family. You should have handled this better, been more discreet. There's no discreet way to be gay, Dad. There's no polite way to live a lie. I'm disappointed in you. I know. You've been disappointed in me my whole life. I finally stopped caring. I hung up on him. For the first time in my life, I hung up on my father. It felt good, but my mother called separately an hour later. David, are you okay? No, Mom, not even close. I'm sorry you felt you couldn't tell us. I'm sorry we made you feel like you had to hide who you were. Did you know? I suspected, for years. The way you were with Sarah, the way you never seemed, fully there. But you seemed to be managing, and I didn't want to push, but I should have. I should have told you it was okay to be yourself. I should have protected you. I'm 47, Mom. It's not your job to protect me anymore. It's always my job. You're my son. I love you. Your father will come around. He's stubborn, but he loves you. Give him time. I don't know if I have time left to wait for him. Alex and I are together now, officially. It's been 3 months since that night in the parking garage. It's complicated. He's 15 years younger. People judge. They call me predatory. They call him a homewrecker. They whisper in hospital hallways. They always will. But I don't care anymore. For the first time in 47 years, I'm not performing. I'm not hiding. I'm not pretending. I'm just David, with Alex. And it's real. It's messy and complicated and imperfect. But it's real. I lost my marriage, my home, my relationship with my kids, at least for now, my father's respect, some colleagues, my reputation. But I gained myself, the real me. Not Dr. David Mitchell, chief of surgery, perfect husband, perfect father. Just David. 47 years old, gay, finally honest, finally free. Was it worth it? That's what everyone asks. Was having an emotional affair worth destroying your marriage? Here's my answer. I didn't destroy my marriage by falling for Alex. I destroyed my marriage the day I married Sarah knowing I was gay. The destruction took 22 years. Falling for Alex just forced me to finally acknowledge it. If you're watching this and you're living a lie, if you're married to someone you love but not the way they deserve, if you're hiding who you are because you're scared of losing everything, I want to tell you something. You've already lost everything that matters. You've lost yourself. Yes, coming out will cost you. It'll cost you everything built on that lie. Your marriage, your family's image of you, some relationships, your reputation. But staying closeted costs more. It costs your soul, your authenticity, your chance at real love, your actual life. I wasted 47 years. I spent 47 years being who everyone needed me to be, the good son, the surgeon, the husband, the father. Now I'm just David, 48 years old, gay, finally finally living. It's messy, it's complicated, it's painful, but it's real. And real, even when it hurts, is better than the perfectly performed lie. Your story matters. Your truth matters. You matter. And you're not alone. There are millions of us who waited decades, who thought it was too late, who were wrong. It's not too late for you either. Your real life is waiting.